I forgot I gotta put the what's it called on. I can't yeah, because this is the title. Educate. Oh my gosh, bro. This song is amazing. Oh man, I gotta go through these once we're done with the game because they're so cool. They're so cool. But yeah, so I'm back. Sorry about yesterday. I was really tired when I got home, and I thought it was a great idea to be like, oh wow, let me start a stream. Terrible idea. I at least almost made it to an hour, but I didn't. I didn't make it to an hour, so that's definitely the separator. But there you go. That's all good. But yeah. So what's it called? I'm here now. Feel a lot better in terms of like I'm awake, and overall I'm just ready to finish this case. Whether I'm gonna be starting the next case after it, I don't know. But I know I'm really excited for case 3, so I'm definitely trying to finish this case because I know how it ends. But like, super excited. As for the video, as for the Steins Gate video, Steins Gate 0 video, excuse me, it's going really well actually. I made a lot of progress this week. Yeah, no, I'd say I made a lot of progress this week, yeah. Because, like, I'm trying to quantify it so you guys know how much, like, well, I guess it's better to use the post, the community post that I posted, like, 2 weeks ago now. I had 11 minutes of footage back then. I have 32 now. I have 32 minutes of footage, so it's like, oh, shoot. What happened? I locked in, so that really happened, you know. But worst part is that I have 32 minutes worth of footage already, almost putting me above. Or actually, no, I think it did put me above the video. Let me see. Where's the Steins Gate video? Yeah, no, I'm already farther timestamp wise in this video than I am for the Steins Gate video, and that video took me like a month and a half, you know, around there. And so the fact that this one's almost taking me 2 months, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm putting a lot of like, well, not a lot more, but more like this video is a lot longer than I expected it to be. But I am over halfway. I will say that I am over halfway done with the video. I'd say like 65% right now. I have 4 more sections to do, and then I'm done. But I've already done like 8 to 10 sections already, so it's like, yeah, no, 7 sections. So how long I think this video is gonna be? It could very well be 45 minutes. If I, depending on how things go, this could almost be an hour-long video. Who knows? So we just have to see. But yeah, no. I'm gonna hopefully try to get it out before the end of the year, but if not, then, you know, expect a January release. But right now, things are looking good. But yeah, so let me see. Don't touch. Huh? I will tell you what I know about last night, but please, you must not touch my things. How do you say, forbid it? Oh, Sorry. As well you should be, young man. What vulgar manners you have. Poking around in a young lady's private belongings. Neither shall I allow it. Duh. Hypocrite. I can't do it. Objection. Objection. Oh, can I show you this? I'm actually a university student from the Empire of Japan, you see. That means nothing to me. No, why would it? Mr. Naruhodo, if you're determined to flaunt your Yume badge, at least choose a Japanese person who might recognize it. Miss Suzuto, can I show you this? Maybe later. Ooh, can show Inspector Osanaga too. That's so funny. Alright. What happened last night, Cook? Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh. That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking. Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps a steam engine exploded. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry. All I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. You ran away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet. Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life. You wish to forget? A challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine. But the tiara is mine. I need it to leave. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water. We must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, they would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship, they've all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and I said I could hide in this cabin. That is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova. It creates a most intriguing conundrum. Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but... Nah. So, the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious, then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes. What sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? Maybe an adorable little rabbit? You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then? You may well ask. I have no idea. Oh my gosh, bro. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of your young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken! Really? Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance. So you eat your friends. I remember that. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. Shows he doesn't quite trust us yet. Something I'd like to show her though. Or there's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. The conundrum. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Buria stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard? Now that I think about it, the crewmen outside the cabin acted very strange when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked them about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard. That is not your business. Yes, you're right. You just need to be hiding something. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry? What was that? It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And this is how I came here. Too, I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Sholmes once said, I can never resist the touch of the dramatic. Seems Miss Pavlova is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement of the adventurous Herlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, doesn't look like Miss Pavlova's gonna tell us really what happened. So that means it's time to present something to her. Miss Pavlova, would you take a look at this? I don't know. I don't know anything. Mr. Naruhodo, you're frightening the poor girl. Oh, sorry. Wasn't trying to. Man. Miss Pavlova, about this article. You look so beautiful, like a fairy tale. I'm scared. My pictures in newspapers. You poor girl. She's so young. Just 15 years old. For her to have run away all by herself. She must have felt very, very alone. Oh, Miss Pavlova, about this article. Did you know about this merciless revolutionary already? No. But when I saw the picture, I couldn't believe it. He looks just like me in my disguise. Huh. Am I the only one around here with eyes? The other man, the one wearing the brown, he also said. He said we look the same. Yeah, he says a lot of things, but I have a strong feeling that besides you and the great detective, you won't find another soul in this ocean who thinks there is any similarity there at all. Mr. Naruhodo, I won't allow you to speak ill of Mr. Sholmes. No, I wouldn't dream of it. This is a diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova. Has something occurred to you? This speckled band the victim mentioned means something to you. Or the whistling sound, perhaps. No. I don't know anything. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Roylett. Yes? What? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once. Please. Alright, I will come now. Oh, what? You must leave. Now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. Yes. Please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylett. Get out! The passenger said out. Or you want me to throw you out? So we have to leave and the investigation. It looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. What a pity. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. Oh, it was right there. If I tried just a little bit longer, I would have finished. I'm sorry about the mic. Alright. January 9th, SS Bootia, first class, cabin passageway. Wish we hadn't been thrown out. Wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. Wish we managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be. We didn't manage to investigate it all. And I imagine they won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past the sailor guarding the door. He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where'd he go? Oh yes, he's completely disappeared. When'd he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists. Really wish we had a chance to look around in Miss Pavlova's cabin. What? Why you look like that? You want something? Maybe. Maybe you want me to throw you out again, Oh, no. Definitely not that. Next time I have to throw you out, I'll show you where lobsters spend winter. Understand? I understand. Maybe I should steer clear of him until he's forgotten my face. That's the thing, he won't. I don't think he'll ever forget your face, Naruhodo-san. By the way, do you want to mention that Naruhodo sometimes when he thinks, like, blue is indicating like, oh, he's thinking that. Naruhodo sometimes just mumbles under his breath, and Suzuto can hear it, so she just says, she replies to it sometimes. If she doesn't reply, it just means either she didn't hear him or it's an inside thought. The book on top of the table there is really huge. There's a pen with it too. Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log. Should we have a little look through? Should we have a little look through it? Oh, I think we already read this. That door leads to the second class area. It's locked. Can't open it. No, well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape. Gosh, she gave me a very stern look when she said that. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I swear. I swear. First class cabin number 1. Yes, that's our cabin. Not our cabin. It's I already read this, yeah. Okay. Yep, that's normal. Anyway. Wonder if Inspector Hosonaga has managed to uncover any clues. Yes, we should probably find him and ask. Miss Pablo is coming. Cosmo's cabin. January 9th, SS Budia, first class cabin number 1. It looks like they're still investigating in here. Yes, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed. What do you mean, unscathed? Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was gonna talk to the captain about it. Said he'd lay his life on the line for you. Oh, yeah. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say himself. Might have some new information for us. You never know. So it's clear that these letters are written in the ink that was somehow spilt on the floor, and they spell the Russian word for wardrobe. It does seem to be an unambiguous pointer to you, Naruhodo-san, as you were sleeping in there. Would it be truly unambiguous, it should have just spelled out my name, don't you think? Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written his last words, or word, in Russian. Which begs the question of who did write it. This is where Kazuma spent his final moments writing his diary. Yep. Looking at his writing here on his page, it's almost impossible to believe that he's gone. Kazuma-sama left us very valuable clues in these words, I'm sure of it. We have to solve this mystery, Naruhodo-san. We will. So this ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin. Yes, that's right. And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from it. A speckled band, as he described it. Sorry, excuse me. If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but she seemed as baffled as we were. Yes, wonder if she's telling us everything now. I'm not sure. I know most people aboard would say the same about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me. All the books provided for passengers occupying this cabin, neatly arranged on a shelf. They were all over the place when we first looked around, if you remember. Oh yes. Well, yes. You tied them up, didn't you? You have to look after this ship's property. Unruly behavior in the cabins leads to damage. But it really wasn't me who knocked them over. Well, anyway, feel much better now that they're neatly lined up. Can't relax when things are untidy. Suzuto. You. Where did you go? Oh, sorry, I just went to the next door cabin to investigate. What? Why? Who gave you permission for this? I mean, Seaman Hosonaga did? The new Japanese, was it? Later, I'll roll him into ball and throw him into cold room. Whew. He's gone back to guarding the door. I hope Inspector Hosonaga doesn't find himself in too much trouble on our account. He's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him for a steak guy like Carnival. Could be a very long time from now, Naruhodo-san. Ah, you're back. Inspector, what happened to you? Your face is... Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches. Made by a bear, maybe? When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he pummeled me with his fist and then tossed me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash. He must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. Looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little bit about the neighboring cabin. Yes, so I understand. Oh. I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Herlock Sholmes. I think he was German, though. Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes, then? We can tell you what we found. Yes, let's do it! What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door? Oh, do you know who she is? Please! What's up respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel? Oops, I think I'm upset him there. Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case at least. Oh, how? Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they? Oops, now I definitely upset him. Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful? If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene is undisturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job. Oh, I see. Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you. Oh, what? Yes, do tell us, Inspector, please. New information. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, was he? Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. Suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish, was all he said. Shoe polish? Wonder what he meant. It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass. Do you see? Ah, perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark. Do you think? Ah, yes, that must be it. How come Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is it, Suzuto-san? Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue. Dark tan? A sort of dark brownish red then. Yes, like the color of red wine but darker. I often repaired them for him. Oh, does that mean that this mark was made with a polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? The mark on the floor has been entered into the court record. A piece of a small glass object and what looks like scuff marks made by Kazuma's shoes were found by the victim's body. What's this new information you have, Inspector? It's this. The Buria's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain a report. Oh! Kazuma's post-mortem reports. Kazuma-sama. So, what was the cause of death? Damage to the cervical vertebrae. This was written in the report. His neck was broken? Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So at first I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Well, what weapon was used then? Nothing has been found as of yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it must have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark. Oh, I see. All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. Strong enough impact to the neck could induce... It is a possibility. An obvious wound would be left. Poor Kazuma. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? Are you sure? Yes, it's fine. I trust you. After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to leaving you this cabin in the first place, would I? Ah. She feels bad. She feels bad. Hosanaga. Oh, actually, I'll explain this in a second. Hold on. There is nobody left in this stream, huh? There wasn't anybody before, but still. Sorry if you are here or if you're watching the VOD. God had an important call that I had to take care of, so had to step out for a bit. But yeah, feeling pretty rejuvenated. Honestly, I was getting a little tired. But you know we're here. We're back. We're ready to ball. So what I was going to say before I left was that you noticed a little bit that Suzuto felt bad, or well, Suzuto reacted when Hosonaga was like, "Oh, like it's because I trust you, man. Like you got it. There's no reason for me not to trust you." And I mean, it's true. Naruhodo has proven, like, yo, like, I'm not a killer. If he was, he would have been convicted for the what's it called, the John Wilson. Yeah, the John Wilson murder. And Hosonaga trusts him completely. After he proved I can not only defend myself, but I'm also not a murderer. So, you know, it's like, oh shoot, all right, okay. But then, what's important here is that complete and unmitigated trust that he has had an effect on Suzuto a little bit. Like, oh shoot, like it's because she had her doubts. Well, she has her doubts. At the end of the day, like, it's not looking good for Naruhodo. Honestly, it's probably looking worse here than it did in what's it called, in the first case. But at the end of the day, like, we know Naruhodo didn't do it. And so the fact that, like, there's complicit trust like that from Hosonaga, who only, like, really knows him, like, only a little, it's like, oh shoot, maybe I'm in the wrong here. It's changing her mindset a little bit. It's interesting. But yeah, a report from the SS Bootia's medical officer giving the cause of death as cervical spine injury. There were no traces of external injury or poison. The post-mortem report has been entered into the court record. Hosonaga. That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I shall return to my post. My fellow crewman's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yeah, that might be for the best. Thank you. Poor Inspector. Look exhausted. Oh no. Whoa. I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. He was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. He was your friend. The truth is, as you know, I've had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. My heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing, too. These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Bootia. So by bringing her pet on board, Miss Pavlova has broken the rules. She called it her friend, didn't she? Yes, although we don't know what form of friend this, or what form this friend takes yet. I'm almost certain that whatever it is, it's inside the traveling case in her cabin. A friend. There's more to it, or there's more to this than it seems, I think. really such a beautiful color, this glass. It looks like whatever it was has broken clean in two, but the other half is nowhere to be seen. And there's this brick-colored mark, which is shoe polish, according to the great detective you seem to know all about. I suppose it must be Kazuma-sama's shoes. Maybe, but what I'd like to know is, how can a detective be so sure there's shoe polish and not something else? Because he's the great detective, of course. That's hardly a reason, is it? Man, I love water. I love water. Well, I mean, shoot, I ain't got nothing. Kazuma-sama's quarters. What do you mean you forgot? What we were just there. Yeah, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Ah! Look, Naruhodo-san. Seaman Stroganoff is gone. Strong enough? The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us. All these Russian names are impossible to remember. Did you hear that? Sound like someone singing. I did it the great detective way. It's caroling. I know that lark-like voice. Well, never mind that now. It's a good opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate. Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back. It's Stroganoff, not stringy knot. Mi palo. Mi palo. Yep, it's the same. It's the same it's always been, because it's not gonna change. Oh, you look at that? It's the pervert. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Suzuto-san. Oh, where's she gone? Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things. It's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can. I suppose you're right. For Kazuma's sake. Not just for Kazuma-sama. Whoa, what do you mean? Can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there. Really? We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves if we have to. Yes, we will. The perverts. Investigate thoroughly, but nope. So we're just not gonna talk about that? Yeah, I was gonna say like the perverts. Naruhodo-san, are you there? Sorry, I'm right here, yes. Why? Oh, good. Thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. It's no place like home. I hate you. Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know. Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone can fit inside this one. full of beautiful outfits. Suppose they're all stage costumes. It's rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. Look, it's the perverts. There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin too. Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist. She barely hesitated there. She gave it a good tug too. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come. We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate his secrets. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door.
Oh no! Our table is broken.
Yes. Although what a fool of a shipbuilder must be open to a ventilator into another room. Or must be to open a ventilator into another room. Ah, maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm. Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning. That is a possibility. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. This cabin door has the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has. If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anybody could enter the cabin from outside. Yes, it's not particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it? No, when the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside. And it seals up perfectly too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing a thread through the crack around the closed door either. I seem to know a lot of tricks about opening doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. Ah yes, to display in this cabin too, look. That's as booty is. Rules of passage. Passages must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. I suppose Miss Pavlova realized that she needed to keep the contents of her case a secret after she read this. Her special friend, I mean. Wonder where her friend has disappeared to now. She's probably having fun exploring the ship, I imagine. I just hope Seaman's strong enough to find it and throw it overboard. Oh, yeah. So do I. All the books are toppled over together, look. Every single one. You think it's the god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though. It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Kazuma's cabin. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase. I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night as she ran away from her ballet company? Alright then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage. Anything bad happens on this ship because of me, you know. Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here too. I like seeing things in disarray. Oh my! Miss Pavlova's case is open. It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there. Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret. Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the Sesburia. Wonder what kind of animal she had in there. The more to the point, where is it now? There's just a few books in a desk. Nothing else by the looks of it. Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. He's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all. That's true. Wonder what kind of books she likes to read. Let me see. Yes, I see. I see that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading. Books written in Russian. Thanks, I think I probably knew that already. It's rude to ask too much of people, it's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that. I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket. Should we have a little look and see what's been thrown away? Naruhodo-san. It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know. Those eyes. He's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now. However, these are special circumstances, I think. Exactly, we have no choice. There's hardly anything in here at all. Oh, well, it's a little disappointing. You think this teapot is empty? So natural conclusion is that the Russians are very thirsty people. Or Miss Pavlova only came into this room last night. She hasn't had a chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either. It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it. You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naruhodo-san? Wonder what this little saucer's doing on the floor. Guess it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately. Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here? What? A leak? Is this ship quite safe? I'm sure even if there's a leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she? feel like I'm missing something, but I can't. D-O-R-E, the door. There you go. Alright. I knew something was different. Had to have been. Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes, look. Ah, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you? He's going to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself. What has he got? Cause what is a day? What is he do? He's still singing. Do you think he hasn't noticed this yet? Or he's simply in extremely high spirits. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when a yard bit off more than it could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky her luck was about. Excuse me. I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way. Mr. Sholmes! Ah! What is it? You wanna fight? Hmm? It's so funny because that's like mocap. Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing, and I was just about to reach the climactic finish. So I thought you were never gonna stop, so I figured now was as good a time as any. I very nearly dropped into the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Alright, I get the picture. Now could you please put those fists away? Mr. Sholmes. You seem to be examining something before we interrupted you. Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in study of the ship's logs, as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here. Oh yes, the ship's logs. And did you find out anything useful from them? Well, after 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank. Which means there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so... Ah, you dummy. You dum-dum. You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. Sorry? Your logic, my boy, is inverted. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Observe the pages and all shall become clear. It would seem that the crewman of the same crewman off stands sentry in his first class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour. While he writes that in every 30 minutes. Nothing to report. Precisely. But the seaman writes, or put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report. Do you mean? Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night, which led to the seaman being absent from his post. What kind of circumstances? What happened? That remains a mystery for now. But we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file. The ship's log has been entered into the core record, a record kept by the crew assigned to the first class cabin area. There are virtually no entries from 2 a.m. until early this morning. Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. Ah, you're starting to understand what my way is. I see. What makes Mr. Sholmes? Brilliance! Oh, ouch. What is it? Are you hurt? Oh, don't worry yourself. Seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Nothing more. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. He's still sticking to himself. You hear it as he wanders down the passageway. Something wrong, Suzuto-san. You seem lost in thought. It's just, well, I feel the same. Sorry? Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous starving. Oh, you too? Oh, what's that? Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted a quarter mile forward. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands brace for impact. What the? I think we're about to crash into another ship. What? I can't stand. Suzuto-san, hold on to me. Suzuto-san, are you alright? Are you injured at all? I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruhodo-san. Looks like we avoided a collision. I think... Yes. The ship has come to a stop. Oh my goodness! What about you, Naruhodo-san? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Hello? Is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, there you go. Inspector Hosonaga. Is that you, Naruhodo-san? Open the door! Quickly! What? The bolt? Look at that. The door's bolted. Did you do that, Suzuto-san? No, I didn't touch it. Well, that's strange. How did... And... Look at all the books. They're just like they were before again. Naruhodo-san, aren't you gonna open the door and let the inspector in? I better tie this place up first. A violent emergency stop has solved one mystery, at least, in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. Another one, wow. Granted, this one was, well, it was short, at least compared to the first one. The first one was definitely the longer one. Dun 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 dun. I'm surprised this one's been going for as long as it has been. I want to keep going, but I'm getting tired. Let me see where we're at. January 9th, SS Budia, Miss Pavlova's cabin. Somehow the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Suzuto-san took a deep breath, then gently slid back the bolt. You! What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Ah, yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Yes, it appears to have been a false report though. Oh, how'd that happen? There's dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. The person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why he made an emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere. Its first class is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. Someone triggered the alarm. Does that mean that someone pressed the button outside? Ah! You wicked intruder. Just all in black. You were the devil. Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things, but devil's a first. You were my traveling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector! Yes? Arrest this man. I know he did it. He's a criminal. It's not enough that he has killed the man. Da! He's a stowaway as well. Your victim promises not to steal chicken. Do you believe? Take him away. He is trespasser as well as everything else. Storming away, trespassing, killing. She's right. You are devil. It doesn't look good, does it? It's a cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police. Wait, a cell? Please, Inspector Hosonaga. Is there nothing you can do? It's a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. This is terrible. It's a real crisis. Gotta find a solution. Immediately. I ask you to keep calm and focus on the task at hand, which is investigating. Don't touch my things! Want me to show you the crawfish hibernates? Hiya! Oh. Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think you're doing? Wow, everyone's attacking me. I just started to think she was my friend. Is there anyone who can help me out of this mess? Yep. What the? What are you doing up there? Mr. Sholmes? Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective, it's my business to know what other people do, what other people do not? This is a mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no, no. Well, where were you hanging from that hook before then? Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited looking hook in the wall. So full brag and bounce. I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. Ah, you again, the great detective. Ah, Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than the hook on the wall next time. What is to report? Speak! Urgent reports from a great detective can mean one but two things. Yes, the case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buria, has been solved. By me, naturally. Oh. What? Really? Yes, I've eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. For I am about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Ha! You have solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case. We all know who was responsible for killing student boy this morning. We found a criminal in wardrobe. It is his stowaway. He has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it. The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who would have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. And Mrs. the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it's called a locked room mystery in detective stories. The locked room, that is point. The room was locked. Well, can't deny that. There's no way that the bolt could have been drawn to access or drawn across from outside the cabin. You're all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there's another entrance. An entrance used last night with the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. Brother entrance. We never discovered one. Why it keeps open-mouthed at you even as we speak. The ventilator man. The ventilator? You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm through that hole. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening. It's not possible. Ah, but it is. Last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Mr. Sholmes, what do you mean? Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? Precisely, my dear madam. What does it mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin. Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing? There's a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose for you all to see will shock you to your cores. Behold! Kia! What the? Allow me to introduce to you all to the band, the Speckled Band. A snake? Indubitably. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Pray, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? Looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Yes, you're right. I think this is the case. You'd have to call it, in this case, the striped band, wouldn't you? You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think this is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap? How exactly? Thinks perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thoughts. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. Ah. And number two, that same friend is responsible for the victim losing his life. No. She turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi. Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head. I'll devise this little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is about to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Alright, yeah. Alrighty. Now I'm tired. Yeah, almost 2 hours, that's fine. Next stream I'm definitely finishing this case because I forgot how long it really could be. But yeah. sorry for the intermission in between. No, this is a shorter stream, even though it is close to 2 hours, but still, it still is a shorter stream in comparison to the others. But I've just been really tired. I don't know why. So, yeah. Till next time. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I'll see you all later. Peace.